Yes, check guys, and welcome everybody. So this video is a quick tips I'm gonna show you. I've decided to present you one tips each week. If I forget to present the tips, so just let me know. This tips is dedicated to the BYU Pathway worldwide student, especially those who are dealing with technology in Global Education Center Brazzaville, and this is related to the computer. During the time we are going to present the tips, you can follow instruction, and if you do have like question, just leave a comment, or maybe try to reach out directly in my office upstairs, or maybe I will leave all the details like WhatsApp information. So these tips gonna take something like only 2 minutes or maybe five. Some of them can take 50 minutes, no more than 50 minutes per day, or maybe each day um, on the week. So let's get started. So the today tips gonna be, I'm gonna share first. It's gonna be like, I don't want to show you all the necessary uh, tips overview. I would like you to be focused on the process, and then you will discover the surprise. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna share my screen. Let me quickly do that. Sharing screen. Let's just share this one, the first screen. Okay, first I'm gonna open my terminal as an admin, Windows R, Windows R, and you can type CMD and then administrator process, or maybe right click on the Windows icon and then open administrator. So I'm on the I'm on my administrator user, and what I'm gonna tap is just, anyway, you can tap it on in capital letter or maybe in lowercase letter. It's gonna work. And USB. Some of you already know these tips, but this is like every day or each day I'm gonna share the tips that are gonna be different tips, and that is most important and crucial to be focused on each week tips. Okay, I'm gonna tap christeachus.com and then slash win. Okay, and then I will tap pipe. Pipe is just alt green and 6 for those who are using the AZERTY, the French keyboard. For those who are using English keyboard, it's gonna be shift and just the first range of the QWERTY. At the end you will find the pipe. Pipe is something like that. This one, this is pipe, and then extension IS. I'm gonna hit enter just to make sure you are being connected to the internet. By hitting enter, we have something like reading the web response, and the website is redirecting us to a repo, something like that, where we can find necessary info, and we have a Windows based powerful tools we can install, update, and those one, some of them are not available, or maybe you cannot have it easily in your computer. They are available, but you have to open some setups and doing my much research before you opening. Okay, just small time. Yeah, here we go. We are in the interfaces that say we are on the Windows utility as an admin. Look at this, is beautiful. It's a good tips, and some of you already know that how to use it, but for those who don't, if that is the first time for you, just leave a comment or maybe let me know. If you already work on the tools, it's okay as well. So in these tools you can find many software how that work. Here we have the AI automation here as a workspace: ChatGPT, DeepL, Jan, Microsoft Copilot, Autopilot, and Claude, GitHub Copilot here. This is a command line interface only. LM Studio, Notion, Buzz, Cloud Code, GPT Hall, Microsoft AI Shell, Olama. You can install it by just clicking on the, even if I want to install for example Olama or Cloud Code, I will just check both and then come here, install, upgrade application. Does that make sense? Or maybe if I need just to upgrade your application already installed in my computer, I need just to upgrade or update your application, I will just enter. And we have many softwares we can install directly, but some of the software we just take in consider, like be possible to install only on Linux distribution. Some of them can you work in Windows OS or Linux as well, but most of them are really helpful on Linux OS. So we can install OneDrive, and based on my understanding, the white one is like compatible tools or things I do already have, but some other are set up on the green color. We can as well install it. And we have the utilities, we have the Pro Tools, and we can scroll them. So we can as well clear selection, or maybe if you have made many selection, I don't know how many selection area have you checked, you can clear all of them and collapse all the categories, or you can install per categories, or you can make the research. And here we have the tricks, okay, and the setup before how you want to use the mouse, the multiple cross device resume, and we have the setup, the config, okay. We have the net framework. Some of the software before to work must be, you must have .NET framework installed, and there are many versions of the framework. If you install some software, and many game software require this framework software, and sometimes you can just come here and then install that, maybe update it. We have the Hyper-V. You can enable directly instead of going many process in the settings. You can directly come here and enable the Hyper-V. For those who need a virtualization, those who need to run a big data related to the GPU. And we have the legacy FA boot recovery, and this is for the boot recovery, disable, enable, and you can see there are many resources. So and we have as well the sandbox we can already install directly on this and we do have the computer management control panel. We can just click on that, it's gonna open us a computer panel. This is really helpful, really simple. And I know there are some shortcuts you can use by opening it, but you can directly open these tools and then the Windows utility, and then click on the printed panel. It's gonna open the printed panel as well, because I'm using two screen. Okay, the printed panel is already open, and the region, this is like, I didn't really check the region. Oh yes, we can change the region directly here on the sound settings, system properties, time and date, Windows restored. Oh, this is really helpful in the case if you do have like some issue, you can directly use the Windows restore and it's gonna restore their computer on their Windows, but I don't want to do that. And the PowerShell profile, PowerShell 7 plus only. This is for those who are really alumni with using the PowerShell. You can use the PowerShell profile installed and then start working on the PowerShell by remoting the server, and if you can affiliate that one with the Azure account, it's gonna be helpful. And here we have the OpenSSH remote access, and we can go at the updates. This is like disable all updates with the Windows update, like Windows Defender for some reason, you know, but this is like you have to do it in your own, because if you disable Windows Defender, you will be like no longer preventing your computer to trade. So this is like some software master required to disable the Windows Defender, or maybe some firewall. You can do that directly here. AI updates, and the security settings is just you can take the time to discover all the features and the update and security updates here, and the default settings, default Windows update configuration you can set up. And here we are, the Windows 11 creator. We can create directly a ISO file by browsing the driver and the ISO file directly in the computer. I don't know if I do have a ISO file. Yeah, I do have one. This is like tens in my computer. I can upload. It's already uploaded, and I can mount it even in the ISO USB key, or maybe in the USB file. The same one as you are using Rufus and all the mounting ISO file. Okay, this is like what one tips I plan to show you this week, and it's gonna be a pleasure if some of you have, if that one have be helpful tips from you, and yeah, just let me know and see you next week for another tips for Tech Lab student.